So it just...
There's no backstory to that. It was just the most random thing. And
She wanted to give them a goat.
as a wedding present, but also she thought it would look cute in the photos at the ceremony. So she thought a goat walking around
What is happening?
in the middle
What are
of
you talking
a
about?
city wedding.
What? What?
Like, this is Australia,
So
but not that Aussie.
I don't know what to say about that.
It's not the first thing. Like a wishing well is not a place for you to tie a goat up.
Goats aren't just for Christmas. They're forever. Yes, welcome back. Episode 3.
Welcome back to the MCG.
Yeah. Yes. So yeah, episode 3. We've obviously waited a couple of weeks and come back and regathered.
Well, the chances, same outfits.
Oh yeah.
We should just make this the thing every time.
We'll just wear the same clothes.
Yeah.
Well, everybody that's ever seen me, everybody knows I've got so many of these shirts, but this is the original one
Yeah.
that I've had for years. It's almost threadbare.
Yeah, it's looking a bit...
It's looking rank.
It's
and
looking like a bit of lingerie, to
and
be
I
honest.
will not throw it out. My wife is like, get rid of it. And now it's like super soft because it's so thin. It's like, and I'm not. Plus, it makes my traps look huge, so
I don't know what they are. Oh,
just blow it out.
your titties.
Yeah, and then just. Oh, what a fucking dickhead.
What a wanker. Oh, makes two of us.
Anyway, we're back, episode 3.
Episode 3.
Let's do the Two Montys shout out. For this time, I'm going to say the Two Montys charity event in 2024 sponsoring Mark Hughes Foundation.
Yes. So 100% of proceeds. So 100% of the final bid at auction.
So we should say, for people that don't know, we just assumed, because obviously we're a fucking big deal,
Oh, yeah.
that everybody knows how it works. So the way...
Do you know who we think we are?
Yeah, do you know who we think we are? So for those of you that don't know, we get together... Well, we started because we were
Yeah,
two...
let's wind it right
Let's
back.
do that.
Yeah.
So, we've got content now. Your beauty.
Fuck. Yeah. Our timer's not up. But
Yeah, we don't have the timer, Lincoln.
Oh, shout out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, shout out to Vauxhall here on the Central Coast.
Now, for all your podcast recording needs.
That's right. Except, obviously, there's a timer issue. But apart from that, everything's great.
We're on. So the Two Montys,
So, yeah, right at the start.
you were a celebrant for a couple of years before
I was.
I came onto the scene.
Somebody said to me, do you know there's another person called Monty about to be a celebrant? And I was like, you fucking what?
Yeah.
And they tried to describe you, and I said, does he work at the locale? I go,
Short shorts and cowboy boots.
I know the bloke.
So, and it was your wife that said that we should catch up, wasn't it? Yeah.
So, but you became a celebrant. I think we met each other for the first time at the Stonehurst Open Day in real life.
Yeah, it was. Yep.
We'd probably conversed on the internets before then.
We did, because that's where we started our couples photo, because it was
That's
Stonehurst Open Day for a couple of years
that's
in a row,
right.
same spot, in front of Kimmy's sign.
And so, yeah, and then, I was away with my wife. And funnily enough, here's a real bring it round full circle moment. I was taking her to the Anchorage for her birthday, and we'd stopped at Murray's to have lunch.
No way.
There you go.
Well, there you go.
Look at this, eh?
Meant to be.
Look at us go.
So that ties in because Murray's and the Anchorage are both on board
For this year's event.
this year's event. So,
But yeah, anyway, she said we should do a wedding together. So I started messaging you while I was talking to her. And it was going to be, we were going to sell it. We were just going to go, let's get someone book
as a
us.
bit of a piss take, book two celebrants will both turn up.
Book get married by Two Montys.
Which also, who the fuck would do that?
It's not a big enough
one of us is more than enough.
Yeah. So that quickly, over the course of the conversation, turned into, well, why don't we do it for charity? And then, well, we know a few vendors. Why don't we just see if anybody wants to get involved?
And put the feelers out and had a, catch up coffee with, it was 3 or 4 different vendors. There was venue, caterer, maybe photographer. I can't really remember.
Yeah,
now,
Jazz from Stanley Park was on right from the get-go.
Yep, she's done 2 there. But yeah, basically pitched this idea to them and said, this is what we're thinking. We'll try and pull together a wedding package. Don't know what it's going to be worth, but then we'll just auction it off. with the whole idea that we pick a charity, the highest bid goes directly to that charity, and then all of us as the vendors throw down whatever we do as, you know, and donate towards this package. So what started as a bit of a, well, it was definitely over a beer because that's where most of our...
including this one.
Yeah, most of our good things come from. So we very quickly, within the space of a week or two, had a wedding package worth, it was $20,000 or $30,000.
Oh, yeah, I think it got in the 60. It got in the end.
And in the end, by the time we actually went to auction, the first year was worth $50,000 or $60,000.
Got 34 and change.
34 and a half for that first one. So it was...
Yeah, and I've just done the sum. So we've done 4. The coming one will be our 5th.
Yep.
And to this point, we've raised about 170 grand for charity.
Yeah. So different charities every year. We swap it.
So we've had Camp Quality,
Starlight, Run DIPG, Jenny's Place,
and
then number 5, Mark Hughes. So every year the wedding package has got bigger and bigger. So we went, you know, the first one was, say, $60,000. Last year's package, the 4th one, was worth over $100,000. And the highest bidder at that auction was for $42,000. So they got an absolute steal. Chris and Amy, legends, donated 42 grand to Jenny's Place, and got it. Yeah,
and so that's,
pretty
I guess,
shit hot wedding.
We touched on it last time, but I think too sometimes people, I think, might be intimidated by the size of our package. But like we said, it never goes for that full amount. It always goes for a much lesser amount, which is always still an amazing get for the charity. But it's also for the couple because they get kind of this cracking package full of all sorts of things that they might not even consider.
Honeymoon voucher, jewelry, fireworks, like that's, you know, things in the past that may well get lined up again for this one.
Yeah, that's right.
So
so I guess from our chat about the two Montys charity wedding 2024 is the takeaway from this episode: don't be frightened by the size of our package.
In fact, you've got to have your Indian to be in for a shot. So.
All right, that's the two Montys charity chat for the episode 3.
I don't think Mark Hughes is going to want to be associated with our promotion.
No, they'll be right, mate. They love a character.
Yeah. Oh, good.
What else can we talk about? We've got. Should we kick off with an unhinged voice memo?
Yeah.
Now I haven't listened to this one.
Is this the goat?
No, it was pot brownies.
Oh.
You obviously haven't listened to it either?
No, not yet.
Well, let's go. Let's just go wild.
You can throw it on the table because he's going to put the audio through.
No, and make it look like I'm doing the thing.
It just looks like you're taking a shit selfie.
Groom and groom wedding. It was meant to be a carnival Brazilian style wedding. We had these carnival dancers come in, drums, upbeat. One groom wanted a cake, the other groom did not, and instead brought pot brownies and left them out where people could essentially get them. And groom A, who wanted the cake, was really upset, and I said, look, I can get someone to run out and get a temporary cake. We'll add it to your bill at the end of the night. He said, great. Sent someone to get a cake.
A temporary cake.
However, while this was all happening, all the guests were indulging in said pot brownies.
Amazing.
So this big carnival affair of dancing, high energy that we were expecting turned out to be a very sleepy affair that concluded by 9 p.m.
Amazing. Amazing.
Oh, wow.
That's a cake I can get on board with.
Yeah.
Although I can't really.
He's back on the cake train.
No, I can't really though, because that has that effect on me. I'll be out cold for about 2 days.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's good. That's a good one.
The first dance will be horizontal.
Yeah. Thanks. But not the horizontal folk dance you'd normally do on your wedding night. Just punching Zeds.
Oh god.
So thank you to whoever that person was. That was fantastic. And I should also say, obviously, we'll be releasing these over the few weeks. Feel free at any point to DM us a voicemail or a story or a text or something for us to use at a later date.
So unpopular opinions, wins and regrets, or the wildest wedding story.
I don't give a fuck what the title is. Just if you've got something that you would think be entertaining and you'd like to send it in, do that. And if I should also say, if you would like to do that and you don't want, if you need a voice changer ran over it or your name not read out, let us know in a note as well.
Please do. Otherwise, you will be thrown under the bus. Or even if it's just things that you think are going to stir the pot between the two Montys here.
Yeah.
Send us something so that we can really hook in to each other.
Yeah. What was we had a meeting with you, me and Hope talking about this and the two Montys event. There was a number of issues that came up. One of them was the cake. What else was on that list? Because there was a few. I was firing pretty hot that day. I think one of them was about confetti, but I don't really want to go into that too deeply.
Well, there's different types.
Different types, yeah.
And you don't like any of them.
No, I like some of them, and some of them I think don't look great in photos. But I'm going to move on from that because we've got friends that are deeply involved in making quality confetti, and I don't want anybody to get upset because it's far be it for me to upset people.
Well, intentionally anyway. Sometimes I get pretty upset.
What about bride turning a profit?
Yeah. Oh,
Do you know about that one?
I haven't listened to it. No.
Good. I love it. Let's listen to these ones we've never listened to.
Let's go for it.
So we had a bride and groom having an elaborate wedding, around 180 a head, 300 people, and the bride's both sets of parents was paying for the wedding. She had separated parents who had both remarried, and each set of parents was paying for a lot of the wedding. The bride decided to try and make a profit on this by telling her stepdad that her father hadn't paid the venue fees, when in actual fact, everything was already paid in full. So 3 weeks prior to
Piece
the
of
wedding,
shit.
I was
What a
getting
snaky
numerous
fuck.
calls from the stepfather asking the total so he can pay it. I reassured him that this was already paid and thus accidentally outed the bride. She had hoped that he wouldn't call me and instead would have just sent her like a £30,000 lump sum and been none the wiser. So it was a very tense wedding at the end of it.
Oh, wow.
Don't do that.
Unpack that.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. if you take any tip from me today,
Don't try and turn a profit by getting the in-laws to pay what your parents have already paid.
No. I've got a mate who's still my mate. He's been my mate since we were about 10. And he, there was a number of occasions when we were younger, he would be, we'd have some sort of trip or there'd be a, bus trip to the wineries or something and he'd organise it. And so you'd all got to pay this money into this account and do this and do that. And then, we'd sit on the bus and I'd go, 30, this bus costs about $500. Hey, where's all this money, mate? Where's all this money going? Oh, what do you mean? And he was renowned for running events and just bumping the price up by $5 or $10 per person.
making
a profit, which he doesn't do anymore because we were onto him fairly early and made a fair stink about it. But I wouldn't, that he was making a couple $100 here and there. I wouldn't advise trying to rob a parent for $30,000. They write that down.
Oh God!
Don't do that.
Yeah, no. This is one of my favourites.
Go. And then I've got another one that I'm going to fucking throw so many people under the bus.
Do you want to just?
No, you go
All
first.
right.
I'll sit on that one. That can be the cliffhanger that people are waiting on.
All right. Well, this is another audio submission.
This is a half a Julia or Joya and also half a fuck story from our own wedding. Julia or Joya had to have a wedding. For us, it was a big no fucking way. However, my Montse-in-law of a mother-in-law decided she wanted to bring a fucking goat to the ceremony. And keep in mind,
I've got to go.
in a city. It was not a rural location. There was nowhere for the goat to be. There was no grass. It was the most inappropriate place for a fucking goat. And that's what my mother-in-law wanted to give to us. It was so fucked.
So,
There's no backstory to that. It was just the most random thing, and
she wanted to give them a goat.
as a wedding present, but also she thought it would look cute in the photos at the ceremony. So she thought a goat walking around
What is happening?
in the middle
What are
of
you talking
a
about?
city wedding.
What? What?
Like, this is Australia,
So,
but not that Aussie.
I don't know what to say about that.
It's not the first thing. Like a wishing well is not a place for you to tie a goat up.
Goats aren't just for Christmas, they're forever.
Just be normal and write them a card.
What? I don't even know what could the possible thought behind that be?
$50 or $100 into a card, put in the wishing
Where do the couple live? Do they live rurally?
No, they're I can't.
Yeah, you can't say where.
They live
in a suburban area?
in a suburban area. Yeah,
Which we're not suitable for a goat.
No, definitely not. No.
So if anybody's looking
None
for
of them have goat-related industries.
if anybody's looking for a second-hand goat, we can put you in touch with the mother-in-law who's got one on her hands.
Yeah, they're getting a bit long in the tooth now, but yeah, no.
Wow. Fucking hell.
Not even like
I don't know where to go from there.
Not even like a dove, like a, you know, bloody dove, yeah, but segued here.
Yeah.
Dove release, butterfly release.
Yeah. This isn't what I was going to say about throwing people under a bus, but so also, here's a hot tip. Animal releases of any sort, just don't fucking do it. It's just shit. Don't do it. It's terrible.
The celebrant mate in Tamworth phoned in about this yesterday, and she said she had a dove and a butterfly release in the same wedding. Dove never flew. Butterflies are all dead.
So if you don't know, I've been involved in a butterfly thing.
What does it mean?
Those people who did that, I love you. It was a great wedding. They did it because they had some passed away family members. The butterflies were going to symbolise that or whatever. Butterflies are very fragile. So, you know, you obviously want lovely, beautiful butterflies. You don't want fucking cabbage moths. So they come from like North Queensland. So if you don't know, what they do is they put them in a like a box with dry ice, and the cold puts them to sleep.
Oh, no.
And so they transport them from North Queensland. You send them via courier, and they turn up, and then you stick them in the fridge or the cool room at your venue. And then when it's go time...
That's also how they transport sperm. So when you think about that, is that something that you'd be releasing at a wedding from dry ice?
How do you know that?
It's not what you know. It's who you bloke knows.
That's his version of Hello Fresh.
You know, that was my old job.
So then what happens is they bring him out of the cool room an hour or two before it's go time in the hope that they will warm up and come to life.
Exactly the same as sperms.
Invariably, they do not. And so the only one I've done, it was moderately successful. They all woke up, some flew away, some were like, I'm fine where I am, thanks, I'm just going to stay here. But the other one I've heard, now this didn't happen to me. This is a story I heard back in the day. So as a celebrant, this is boring. This is bullshit. You have to do ongoing professional development. They've made it much easier now. You do it online, yada, yada, yada. When I first started, you had to go to a provider would put it on. Again, invariably, I would end up in a RSL room on a Sunday afternoon with a number of older celebrants, because at the time it's still mostly older celebrants, but there's a lot of younger ones now. But blah blah blah, and
there's nothing wrong with.
Not there's anything. There's someone out there for everybody in terms of celebrants. But they were talking about contingency and had anybody had any difficult situations that they had to deal with. And this fella from up the north coast said he did a wedding where they had doves. And so I should also say they're not doves, they're fucking white pigeons, because there's a pigeon fancier who has the pigeons. You hire them from him, you let them go, and they fly back to old mate because they're homing pigeons.
Yeah,
that's how it works. Supposed to.
Yeah.
So this bloke gets up, says all this bullshit about, mating forever and doves and peace and some other, malarkey. He opens the box, the doves fly out. He looks back down at his notes and hears this collective and he looks up and sees a hawk come out of nowhere, nail a dove, and is like flapping away with the dove screeching in its claws. And that was after his big chat about forever, the pairing, the symbolism. One of them got eaten by a hawk.
Oh.
So yeah, don't live animals. Don't fucking do it. I mean, if you want to ride in on a horse and cart, that's fine. A horse, fairly sturdy animal.
Not going to get taken by a hawk.
Goats, probably not.
Goat. Couple of big hawks, I'd take a goat.
Yeah. But no goats. probably no
butterflies,
goats.
No.
Butterflies, pigeons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the story?
Oh no, it was unrelated to anything. It was not unrelated to anything. It was just a Monty King rant that suddenly came to me because I think we talked about me putting shit on you, and then it was, if you're a celebrant out there and you're looking for a mentor, just throw a handful of fucking rocks into the air and you'll hit 5. There's more celebrant mentors than there are celebrants currently. So if you're looking for some advice from someone that isn't involved in this podcast, because this is certainly not the place you should get it, just walk out your back door and shout, "Is anybody out there a celebrant mentor?" And about 5 will come to your door because there's so many of them. I just want to say that. Hi to all the celebrant mentors out there.
Fuck you.
Yeah. That's what's going to happen here, man. And things are going to start to escalate. I don't know why that just occurred to me. You said something about putting shit on you, and I was like, fucking celebrant mentors.
I didn't ask for it. So I knew it was going to happen.
Celebrant mentors, that's next on the list.
No. That's fair.
Everybody's one. And some of them are great, and some of them, listen, if you buy me 2 schooners, I'll tell you anything you like. Look, there's some great celebrant mentors out there. There are some people that I've heard doing it, and I'm going,
oh, don't backpedal.
No. There are some. I'm sure there's some good ones. I mean, I don't know what the fuck they do, but I'm sure there are some that I see, and I go, huh?
Yeah.
Huh? You? Don't do that.
No.
And anyway, that's none of my business.
No.
Starting to fog up here. What else you got? What's on your fucking agenda there?
No, you're just going for the Unhinged podcast here, so you lead the way.
Oh, Unhinged.
Unhinged.
Oh, what else?
Wild wedding story. What's your?
Oh, I don't know if I've got any other good ones that aren't on the list. Have we got them on the list still?
No, just personal ones.
Oh, I don't, mate. I'm a very boring individual. Everybody knows that I just take it easy.
What about when people get us confused? We'll turn up to a venue.
Not only if they get no, here's the one that don't not even get us confused. So when we've been doing 2 Montys stuff, people have asked, "Are we brothers?" And I would look at each other and go, "Yeah, we are," and our parents are complete fuckwits who could only think of one name, so they called us the same name. Like, that's like, and I'm not
10 years apart.
Yeah, I'm not offended by that or anything. It's just the fact that, there's 5 of us. We're all called Monty. Fucking idiots.
When you turn up to a venue, and obviously you need to be on the YouTube for this, but quite different.
On the YouTube, kids.
It's on the interwebs.
Yeah.
W's.
Yeah.
You can see quite different, and also if you would just scroll through the Instagram page, a lot of my ass, a lot of your head.
Yeah, sometimes I'll do a wedding and people say, "Oh, have you got a card?" And the first thing I say obviously is no, because it's 2023, you fucking idiot. I don't say that. I just say the first part, not your fucking idiot part. That's normally internal monologue. But then I say, just Google me Monty Celebrant or Monty King Celebrant. I said, there's 2 of us. It'll become very clear very quickly which one's which. Or I did get that inquiry the other day where she was a little confused and she'd said in an email, on my contact form, interested in you getting you for my wedding, blah, blah, blah. I've also sent an email to monty@holymatrimony.com.au because I wasn't sure you'd get this one. And I think you're a bit confused. I don't know if you know there's 2 of us. I'm this one, he's the Holy Matrimony one. I guess it's just going to come down to whether you want someone with pants or not.
Would she want pants?
Pants.
Prude.
Yeah.
Well, she's not for this.
I don't know if she booked me. She might have. I can't remember now. I shouldn't say too much.
Hopefully
she's still thinking about it.
No, but we'll turn out to a venue and they will either say to you, "Oh, good to see you with pants on this time."
Yeah.
Like you've been there before with no pants.
No,
definitely not you.
The only one I did with no pants recently was the Sassy Awards.
Yeah.
Sassy celebrants put it on. There was some comment that he had to wear pants, and I said, well, it wasn't clear which Monty had to wear pants, so I took mine off.
Yeah.
And the bloke from the bar walked out and said, "Mate, any chance you could just put your pants back on?"
Oh, well, there's a difference. I've never.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't get asked.
No. But yeah, all they say to me, "Oh, geez, you got more hair than the last time I saw you." Like, how are they that not?
Well, that's
together.
That's more hair on your head.
Yeah, they.
I thought
it
was still
you and you.
The pantsless thing.
Oh no.
It's like, they're really looking into you. What's going on?
If you can find a hair below my head, I'll give you $50. Yeah.
Wow. What about? Hang on. What else is? We better save another couple of audios for up our sleeve.
We'll get more.
I quite like the koalas one. I just looked at that again.
Yeah, so you can send us in your voice memos. Have we already done that this episode?
No, maybe not. I mean, it's been so many weeks since the last episode, I can't remember what we've mentioned in one and not
We
the
want to
other.
hear from you about all the fucked up stuff that's happened at your wedding, at a mate's wedding, or if you're a vendor and things that drive you absolutely wild, either in your own part of the industry or others.
Because I'm not up for ranting about stuff. So if you're a vendor who would like to vent about something but don't want to do it personally, just shoot me the details and I'll fire hot about it. There's one here about advice. Another one, it was about a child-free wedding. A lot of people are into that. I'm also on board with that. But anyway, this one is a good dance floor is one with everyone on it. And sometimes that means playing the good old tunes that your aunties, uncles, parents, grandparents and children might get up to and dance, not just the latest club scene bangers that your group of 5 friends will dance to. I think that's a reasonable point.
Yeah.
If you, here you go.
On your wedding website, you put what song do you want to hear by the end of the night. And you get a collection.
A mix.
And you can draft it from there.
And not only that, any decent DJ, if you supply them those songs, they'll get a feel for it and play it anyway. Which brings me to the next rant. I've got another one. It just came to me. And again, any couples that I've married and have done this, I love you. It was a great event. But in my humble opinion, a Spotify playlist is not wedding entertainment.
No.
Even if you pay the local fucking dum-dum $200 to come and rock up with his laptop, at least somebody's there controlling it, playing stuff, trying to get people on the dance floor. I've never, ever seen a Spotify playlist work particularly well.
No. And with the...
Mostly, again, because we want to make you spend money.
Oh, yeah. No, this podcast's all about that.
Yeah.
The website where you get your songs, submitted with your RSVP, then you can go and draft out, all right, well, these aren't really dance floor bangers, so we'll put that in our pre-ceremony hour.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So everybody gets their song played on the day, but you can draft the shit ones out and put them in the afternoon, provided that nobody's listening to this and knows that their song's shit because it got paid between
in the
4 and
afternoon.
6.
Yeah.
And then you have all the bangers on the dance floor.
Well, and if you get your song played at, during the canapes, then probably have a good hard look at yourself.
Yeah. And I have a strong feeling you're going to dislike this next one.
There we go. Well, this is what we're going to wrap this episode up on. So let's go.
And this stemmed from a story from a friend's wedding. Party trick from one of the siblings was taking a box of tambourines to every wedding that they go to and just strategically placing them in the middle of a group of people talking. And
I'm in for it.
And it happened to be at
I'm here for it.
this wedding, my old man and a whole heap of other mates are there. So it was basically half a dozen 60-year-old blokes standing outside smoking cigars, drinking whiskey. And then they found this box of tambourines and they ended up marching into the dance floor in a conga line, belting the piss out of these tambourines on their heads. And it was just like the biggest vibe at this wedding. So
Absolute genius.
I took about 15 tambourines up to a mate's wedding last week, handed them out of the wedding party. So first dance was happening, sneakily handed out all these tambourines in the background so that when everybody crashed the dance floor at the end of the first dance, it was just maracas and tambourines should go wild. And it was such a vibe.
That's a great idea. That is a hot tip.
Yeah.
Someone write that down.
Big on props. And they're cheap as shit.
Props to props.
Yeah, props to props. There you go.
All right. We're there. We're almost there. So let's make up another finishing move.
Finish him.
That's it. Bye for now.